Hey there lovely viewers, how are you guys? So today is the day 19th of my hashtag 30 days of talking to camera challenge. Yesterday I had talked about my journey of digital art and how I earned a lot from selling my digital art online despite of having less follower count on my Instagram. And I said that I will not talk about data structures and algorithms for now on. But see, here we go again. I am again recording a video on data structures and algorithms because my main objective was to talk to camera, not to share anything. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I am saying because after all no one is watching my videos. I'm just doing this for myself. So today I'll be talking about tree data structures. Till now I have discussed linked list, stack, searching and sorting algorithms, and after stack I should have discussed queue questions also, but queue is quite simple. I will discuss that in that here only. Stack basically used last in first out operation, but in queue it uses first in first out operation. The person who comes first will leave first. Suppose you are standing in a queue in a train ticket booking line. So the person who goes first in the line would leave first, and the person who goes at last will leave at the last. So queue is quite simple. Yes, it is. The explanation of queues and stacks are simple, but it's more complicated when we apply it on different various kinds of questions. So if I will discuss any questions in further, then I will discuss stacks and queues very deeply and in very detail. But for now, I won't discuss that here. So now let's move on to our topic for today. So the topic for today is trees. Now you might ask, what is trees? Is tree similar as arrays or something like that, and how can we implement? What's the use of having trees? Like why should I use trees over arrays, linked list, stack, queue, anything else? Why would someone use trees? See, both arrays and linked list have a drawback of linear time required for searching an element, and a tree is a non-linear data structure which is used to represent hierarchical representative. That is basically parent-child relationship. Each node is connected by another node by directed edges. Let me give you an example. Suppose I will take a system of schools. So who is at the top of the system of schools? There is a trustee. So after the trustee, the hierarchy below the trustees are the different schools. There is the principal of different schools, and below the principals there are the coordinator or the managers of different schools, and below the managers there are the teachers. So like this is a hierarchical order. Are you getting my point? Now if I want to search for a particular teacher, then I won't search for all the elements like each and every tree. I would simply come to the hierarchy at which the teacher is present, and in that hierarchy I would search the name of the teacher. So in this way I am not searching the whole tree, but I am searching for searching a particular hierarchy. Suppose my tree has two nodes, each hierarchy has two children. So then the time complexity of searching in this case would be log n base 2. If there is 3 children, then the time complexity would be log n base 3. See, previously I was traversing the whole tree, that is the whole array or the whole list of elements, and that was taking a lot of time. But now I am just discussing on a hierarchy, and you can see how time reduces, how fast the time reduces. So this is where we use tree data structures. Let me take one more example of tree data structure. Suppose in a computer file system, first what is there? First there is our C drive. Then in C drive we have some folders like program files and Windows file. In program files we have some folders like Adobe, Microsoft Visual Studio, Microsoft 15, yeah, and many folders like that. In Windows we have system, we have exe file, we have notepad and all those stuff. So here also it's maintaining a hierarchy. I hope you are getting this. Now it's very important, before jumping forward, it's very important to know some terminologies of trees. So what are these terms? First one, root. So what is root? The root of a tree is the only node without incoming edges. It's the top of the tree. So basically the root is the first node from which all the other nodes of the tree structure comes into place. So root is basically the first node or the main node of the tree. If we are creating tree, first we would create the node, and after that we would create all the other elements. So root is the main node. Now second term, that is node. What is node? Node is similar to as node in English. The node in a tree, node is a fundamental element of a tree. Node basically contains 3 parts, which is one is like connector, which is used to connect 2 nodes. Each node has 1 data and 2 pointers that may point to null or its children. Suppose here is a node, one pointer is coming from its root. So that's the pointer of the root. Now node will contain its value and one pointer that will connect to its children node. Suppose this is a node and this is the pointer which is connecting to children node or the node below it, and if the node is the last node, then the pointer next to it will point to null. Basically it won't point to any other node because there is no other node after that node. I hope this makes sense. Now comes edge. So what is edge? Edge is also a fundamental part of the tree, and edge is something which is used to connect two nodes. So this is the pointer which is connecting this node. Suppose here is a node and this pointer is connecting it to its children, like here, 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 many places. So these pointers are called an edge. Now comes next point, path. What is a path? Path is an ordered list of nodes that are connected by edges. Path is something like, suppose you are going 10 kilometers from here, so you will be traversing through a path and you can't repeat that path. If you are repeating that path, then that's simply a walk, and there is a difference between path and walk. In a path, neither nodes can be repeated or neither edges can be repeated. So the path is like only one directional, and if the starting and finishing point of the path is same, then that path is called a trail. I hope this is clear. Now one more term, that is leaf. So what is a leaf node? Leaf node is the last node of any tree. Like I have discussed previously, the last node would be pointing to null, and all this last node which doesn't point into any other node but has a pointer coming from the hierarchy above it, that node is particularly known as the leaf node. So I hope this was clear. Now comes one more point, that is height of the tree. So what is the height of the tree? Height of the tree is basically the number of hierarchy the tree is having. The height of a tree is the number of edges on the longest path between the root and a leaf. So it is basically, suppose this is pointing to with 2, and this is pointing with 2, this is pointing with 2, and the below it is pointing to only 1. So the height would be 1, 2, 3. All these nodes doesn't need to point to the last node, but the longest one is the height of the tree. So I hope this is clear. In this case, the height of the tree is 3. And what is the height of the tree? You may have understood that the height of the tree is log n base 2. If there are 2 nodes, then log n base 2. If there are 3, then log n base 3. So this is the concept of height. Now comes one more point, the level of node. So the level of node is basically the number of edges on the path from the root to that node. So suppose there is a node, then what is the level of the node? So if there is only one edge from the root to that node, so the level of the node is 1. If the node is below that, so suppose 2 nodes, then the level of this node is 2. So basically the level of the nodes is how far is this node from the root node. So that's called the level of. Now what are children nodes? Children nodes are basically the nodes which are having a parent edge from the same node is said to be children of the node. What is parent node? Node is the parent of all the child nodes that are linked by outgoing edges. What are sibling nodes? Node is the tree. Nodes in a tree that are children of the same parent are called sibling. And what are ancestor? A node reachable through repeated movement from child to parent. Let me clarify all these terms. Suppose there is a node and then 2 new nodes are pointing towards it. That suppose this and that. Suppose this is a node A and this is node B and this is node C. So node B and node C are the children of the node A. Node B and node C are the children of the node A, and node A is the parents of node B and node C. So if anyone is telling me to relate A to B or A to C, then I would simply say that A is parent of B and A is parent of C. And if someone is telling me tell me the relationship between C to A or B to A, or relate C to, for the inconvenience, I think today is the not day for me to record the video, because this is the third take I am taking. First I recorded a whole 13 minutes of video, but then I realized that the video stopped recording after the 10 minutes. Then after that I recorded a whole 17 minutes of video again, and then I saw that that my back camera of my smartphone was not on and the recording was done from the front camera. So then also like it all went wasted, and now I am recording it for the third time. Currently there is a power cut in my house, so the light is very less. That's why I have switched on the flashlight of my mobile phone, and the flashlight is giving me like a lot of issues in my eyes. It's irritating me a lot, so I don't know like if I can do anything to reduce it. I have tried like placing a handkerchief, but it was not working. So yeah, let's record like this only from some issue, and from tomorrow I will have some like good resource, or I will like see what I can do to avoid all these changes. So yeah, till now I talked about parents and siblings. So let's talk about ancestor. What is an ancestor node? An ancestor node reachable through repeated moving from child to parent. So like who are my ancestors? My ancestors are like my grandfather, then my father, my grandfather, my great grandfather, my great great grandfather, my great great grandfather was present once, that's why I am present today. My grandfather was present once, that's why I am present today. So they are my ancestors. So who are the ancestors of a node? All the nodes above it are the ancestors of a node. So a root node is the ancestors of all the nodes in a tree. So I hope the concept of parent, child, ancestors, and all the words that all the terminologies are clear. Now let's talk about binary trees. So what is a binary tree? A binary tree is a tree in which each node has most two children, 0, 1 or 2, which are referred as left child and the right child. So you now have you may have a little bit of idea like what a binary tree exactly is. A binary tree is more likely like a doubly linked list. In doubly linked list, we have a left pointer, one right pointer, and the left that is a previous pointer and the next pointer. In the same case, in a binary tree, we have one left pointer and a right pointer. Binary tree, from name only you can have a like little bit of idea about what binary means. Binary means 2. So a tree which have at most 2 nodes, that is each parent would have at most 2 children, not more than 2 children. So that's a binary tree, and each node will point either to its children node or to a null node. Sorry, null is not a node, either to its children or a null. So that's what is a binary tree. Now let's discuss some of the properties of binary trees, and I would suggest you to remember all these properties by heart. Yes, I would emphasize on the words remember, because learning these properties is very important for you. Because these properties are like directly asked in interviews and for any college, university examination or competitive examination, anywhere these concepts are directly asked. So what are the properties of binary trees? The maximum number of nodes on level I of a binary tree is 2 to the power I, where I is greater than or equals to 1. So what this statement says is, suppose I have a binary tree and I have to someone asked me that what would be the maximum number of nodes in the level 3 of a binary tree. So in the level 3 of a binary tree, that is 2 to the power I. So I is the level, like I is 3. So 2 to the power 3. So what is 2 to the power 3? 2 to the power 3 is 8. So maximum number of nodes that we can have is 8. So we can also visualize it that for the root node will be 1 node. Then at level 1 there will be 2 node, from root to 2 node. Then at the level 2, that is 1 2 3 4 node, and at level 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 nodes. So I hope this is making sense. Now come to our next property. The next property states that the maximum number of nodes in a binary tree of depth is 2 to the power k plus 1, where k is greater than or equals to 1. The third property states that there is exactly one path from the root to any other nodes in a tree. So what this exactly means is, like I have already discussed about what is a path. The path is basically a walk in which the nodes and edges can't be repeated, like it's just like a straight moving path or a straight path. So I hope this property is clear. Now what our fourth property states that a tree with n nodes has exactly n minus 1 edges connected to these nodes, and the height of a complete binary tree of n nodes, this is the fifth point, that a height of the complete binary tree of n nodes is log n. So what are four points states that if I am making a tree with 3 nodes, so what would the maximum number of edges in this node? The maximum number of edges in that node would be n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. Suppose I am making a tree with 8 nodes, so what would the maximum number of edges in the tree? That is 8 minus 1, that is I can have maximum number of 7 nodes in that tree. Now come to our next point, that is the heights in a complete binary tree is log n base 2. As I have already talked about height previously when I talked about height, that what is height. So I have already said that if I am doing any operation in a binary tree, I should remember its hierarchy, I should work on its hierarchy, and hierarchy is basically the height of the tree, and the height of the tree is log n base 2. So I have all these things make sense, and all these things are clear. Now let's talk about our next topic, that is types of binary trees. So what are different types of binary trees? It's very important to know all this stuff. So let's talk about all these things one by one, step by step, and let's understand. Now the first type of binary tree is complete binary tree. So what is a complete binary tree? In a complete binary tree, every level except the last one is completely filled. All the nodes in the left are filled first, then the right one. A binary heap is an example of complete binary tree. Now you may have an idea that, bro, I don't know what heap is, and you are talking about binary heap. Binary heap must be a type of heap, and I don't already know what is heap. So how could I understand binary heap, and how could I understand complete binary tree? see, you don't have to remember the heap part. Please remove the heap part from your mind. I will discuss it in a future video. Let's first talk about complete binary. Complete binary is very simple. Let me take an example. Suppose I've given an array in which elements are from 1 to 10, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and I want to insert these elements in a complete binary tree. So how would I insert it? First I will insert 1, then 2, then 3, that is its left child would be 2 and right child would be 3. First the left child would be filled and then the right one would be filled. We can't like keep on filling the left child without filling the right child. So 1, then left child would be through, right child would be 3, then for 2, left child would be 4, right child would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I hope this was clear how complete binary tree works and how we can add elements in the complete binary tree. Now let's move on to our next type of binary trees, that is full or strictly binary tree. Full or strictly binary trees both are same, but the condition here is each node can have at most 2 or 0. That is, it can't have one children. Any parent can't have one children. It can have max to max 2 children or at least 0 children, but it can't have like 1 children or more than 2 children. More than 2 children binary trees itself doesn't have, and we are talking about properties of types of binary trees, so it would have more than 2 children, but it can't have 1 children also. So that's why it's a full binary tree. All the node has exactly 0 or 2 children in a full binary tree. This is what its definition is. Now let's talk about perfect binary tree. So what is a perfect binary tree? A perfect binary tree is a type of full binary tree in which each non-leaf node has exactly 2 childs. All leaf nodes are identical path. All leaf nodes have identical path length and all possible node floors are occupied. So what this means is, basically, if you are having a perfect symmetry in a tree, that is from between you can cut the trees in two different points and it looks perfectly symmetrical. Doesn't matter what the value of each node, I am not talking about that, but it should look symmetrical, then that is a perfect binary tree. I hope this is clear. Now let's talk about right skewed binary tree. Now I will talk about right skewed binary tree and left skewed binary tree. Both are very simple and both are very similar. So let's talk about them. What a right skewed binary tree is? A binary tree in which each node has a right child or no left child is called a right skewed binary tree. It won't have any leaf. Suppose this is the first element, then on its right child would be other node, then on its right side would be have another. So suppose this is going on this direction. So this is simply a right skewed binary tree. Now what is a left skewed binary tree? Left skewed binary tree is very similar to right skewed binary tree, but in it the left nodes are like, it goes in like this order. The right skewed binary tree goes in this order and the left skewed binary tree goes in that order. A binary tree in which either each node has a left child or no child is called a left skewed binary tree. So I hope this was clear and this makes sense to you. Now let's talk about height balanced binary tree. So what is a height balanced binary tree? First let us understand what is the problem in right skewed binary tree. In the right skewed binary tree, I can use the elements, and if I would have used the elements in my left side also, then the height would be less than. Now let's talk about what is a height balanced binary tree. A height balanced binary tree is a binary tree such that the left and right subtrees for any given node differs in height by max 1. A VL tree and RB tree are an example of height balanced binary tree. So first we have to understand that why should we use height balanced binary tree and what was the problem with the left binary tree and all the previous types of binary trees. See, in the previous types of binary tree, when I am inserting element in only one order, then the height of any one part can be a lot more as compared to another part. Suppose the height of the left part is like 8 and the level of the right part is 1 or 0. So in this case the height is a lot, so the time complexity would be increased. Isn't it preferred that we could put all these elements under this node? So it is a better approach, right? So we could do that. So that's where the height balanced binary tree comes into place. We try to minimize the levels and at max each level would be level 1 from this tree. Suppose there is the max level of this is 5, so the max level of this would be 6. So this was the height balanced binary tree. I hope all these things are clear. Till now in this video I have talked about what are trees, why should we use trees, what are the applications of trees as compared to arrays and linked list. So what is the hierarchical data structures. I have also talked about some real life example of trees. I have talked about some properties of trees. Then I have talked about what is a binary tree, what are some properties of binary trees. Then I have talked about what are the different types of binary trees. The different types of binary trees which talked about right skewed binary tree, left skewed binary tree, height balancing binary tree, perfect binary tree, full or strict binary tree, and complete binary tree. So till now I have discussed all these stuffs and I hope all these stuffs are clear. Today I am facing a lot of problem in recording the videos. Currently I have been turning on the flashlight and like shining on my eyes so bad that my eyes are hurting a lot, and I don't know what to do. That's why this video is a little bit shorter than my previous videos. I could like explain the things in much more detail if this flashlight wouldn't have been hurting in my eyes. I'm not able to see anything currently in my room because my eyes are like so much by this light. So let's keep it up till this only. From tomorrow I will try to make good videos and try to do some changes and some improvement in my life and in my routine. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much guys. Bye bye, all the best.